On the Mobile Money Code sales page, Greg Anderson asks you to watch as he secretly reveals his secret weapon. And I don't know about you, but I'm not exactly sure that's something that I want to see. Your first impression of the Mobile Money Code members area is Greg Anderson has put together a sort of an action plan of 8 different steps. And step number 1 is for you to click a link and watch a webinar. And as one might suspect, when you click that link, you are taken through to a webinar where Greg Anderson talks to you about the subject matter of how to make over $10,000 a month in internet marketing. Now, the only real problem here is that below that video there's a tiny link, and it's a sign-up link for Empower Network. Now, a lot of you watching this video probably are familiar with the Empower Network, and I personally have made my opinions very well known on the internet and posted a review for it. And if you want to find it, you can. It's out there. But this is a Mobile Money Code review. The thing I want to point out here is that step 1, when you got into the members area, wasn't to welcome you to the members area and kind of walk you through a few things. His first priority wasn't to kind of get you as pumped up as possible with a really good piece of training. Greg Anderson's priority when he got you into the Mobile Money Code members area was, number 1, get you into another product, make more money off of you. If you signed up for the Empower Network, you would be set into a sales funnel that could effectively end up costing you $5,145 or more. And that was Greg Anderson's first priority when he got you in the members area. Wasn't to welcome you, wasn't to give you a really good piece of training. It was to upsell you to something that would make him more money. And it's that type of mentality from product publishers, more money, more money, more money, more money, that makes for really bad products. Now, even if that upsets you a little, even if that ticks you off a little, you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to center myself, I'm going to find my zen, I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to look through those other 7 steps, because there are 8 total and that was just the first one. All right, I can forgive this. And you move on and you start to explore those other 7 steps in the 8-step action plan in the Mobile Money Code homepage. And what you find is, of the 8 steps, 7 of them, so 87.5% of the links in the Mobile Money Code members area are just upsells. They're just links to other affiliate offers or upsells within Mobile Money Code that are going to make Greg Anderson a little bit wealthier. So again, what you've encountered, instead of someone setting you up with training, there is a welcome video about halfway down those 8 videos. That's the only one that isn't an upsell or a link to affiliate offer. So instead of trying to get you acclimated or trying to give you some good lessons, their launching pad, the core, the homepage of Mobile Money Code, is just another page, link after link after link, to make the product publisher as much money as possible. So at this point, you're probably pretty thoroughly ticked off. But there are going to be some people that get into the Mobile Money Code members area and they give it the benefit of the doubt. They center themselves again, they find their zen, and they say, okay, there are other tabs. I'm going to check out these other tabs. And what you find quickly as you start going through those other tabs is that it's just PLR content. And if you don't know what PLR stands for Private Label Rights content. And it's something that unfortunately I encounter quite a bit when I'm reviewing internet marketing products. PLR content is something that someone can just go buy. So Greg Anderson, or whoever the product publisher is in this case, they're calling themselves Greg Anderson, goes and they buy a package of video lessons and they dump it in the Mobile Money Code members area. And they do that to fill out the product, to try and make people think, basically to confuse people into making them believe that they got something for their money. And it's a really coward's way out when you're developing a product. This whole product, the entire Mobile Money Code members area, probably took someone about a day, maybe 2 days to put together. This was just thrown together, a sales page was put up, and the main purpose of Mobile Money Code is to make someone more money. It's not to help you, it's not to teach you, and it's certainly not the system that you were promised on the sales page that you can set up that will turn you into an internet millionaire. That's just not the case here, unfortunately. You were sold one thing, You were delivered something completely different, and the product overall is just a complete sham. With all of that being said though, just for the sake of tradition, my final verdict. What do I think about Mobile Money Code? What do I think about Greg Anderson? Well, I'm going to limit myself here because I've talked to my lawyer about this in the past and I have to be careful about some of the things I can say. But it really boils down to you absolutely should not buy Mobile Money Code. There is no way in the world that Mobile Money Code is worth $1. It's not worth anything. You're essentially being charged to be presented with a bunch of different upsells. And that's what it really boils down to. Mobile Money Code by Greg Anderson is not something that anybody should consider buying.